Hello student, welcome to TS1 Unit 10 in which we are dealing the subsidiary services, categories and role. In first part, we dealt about the common services. In continuation to the part 1, in today's class, we will be learning about the part 2. Once again, we will be continuing with the common services. In today's class, we are going to deal about the tourist police. They are the real people who are providing a safe and secure environment for the tourists. So it is going to be an interesting thing for us to discuss and understand. In continuation to that, we are going to see about the communication. Communication also plays a vital role in attracting tourists towards a particular destination. If it is a remote destination and if I have no communication facility to call the people back at home, naturally I will be unhappy. So at a remote destination also, there is supposed to be the communication facilities, so at least I can contact the people back at home. So we are going to see how these communication services can be provided to the tourists by the local people, and we are going to further see the bookshop and the libraries. These are also the part of the tourism business, because many people, those who are visiting the destination, they are interested in reading books. Not only they are enjoying the destination. Suppose if I am coming for a long duration of time, I will be staying for more days at the destination. So I may use to read the books, which gives a lot of pleasure to me, and it is also a sort of recreation, because we have seen in the earlier thing that recreation is what it may differ from one individual to another individual. You can find few groups of people are traveling. Even in that particular group, one or two, they may be very much interested in reading the books. So the facilities for the bookshop and the libraries are a must at a particular destination, so that the positive image of the destination it reaches. Especially when the European tourists and the Westerners, when they are traveling towards the destination, they are very much interested in reading books. They carry books, or they try to purchase a book, or if they find both the things are costly, they may try to take a book from the library or hire a book, so that they can use it and they will be returning it back and they will be proceeding towards the home. So the library and the bookshop also plays a vital role at a tourism destination. Now the local people, on understanding the importance of bookshop and libraries, they can think about opening such services, because these services will not be of very much high capital requirement. So with few amount of money or whatever they are having as a saving, they can purchase the book. Once if they purchase the book, they can keep it or keep it rotating for a rent for a particular period of time. Thereby they can recover the cost of purchase, thereby they can create profit also. Next comes the photography. Photography is also an important part of the tourist movement. So once when I am visiting a destination only for a few days, what I will do? I will always try to take the photograph of that particular place. One thing, it will revive my memory. Second thing, back at home, I can show it to the people that such things, such attractive things, such beautiful things are available at that particular destination. So in order to show it to the people or to remember that place for lifelong, I will be shooting certain photographs with the help of the camera what I am carrying, or I may keep a professional photographer, or I may hire an equipment and take the photography of that particular place. So all these things are going to be a very important and interesting thing for tourism development, what we are going to deal in today's class. First thing what we are going to deal, it is about the tourist police. Imagine, suppose if I am a tourist and I am coming to your hometown as a tourist. Suppose if I am new to that particular place, automatically I will feel unsecure. So if I am not secured at that particular place, then I will be feeling a sort of insecurity in my mind. I am there to enjoy, but if I felt insecure, I may not be enjoying. So such particular things has to be looked after, as it affects the tourist movement towards that particular destination. Then the success or failure of a particular destination, it depends much on the safety and security provided to the tourist. The destination may be attractive, it may have all the components to become one of the major destinations, but if the tourists are not feeling safe and secure, they will not remain in the destination for a long time. As a result of which, what will happen? They will spread a negative word of mouth publicity back at home. Suppose if the negative word of mouth publicity is being carried out by the tourists who visited that destination, automatically the image of the destination will go down. Once when the image of the destination will go down, the tourist will not come to that particular destination. So the safety and security factor must be kept in mind. Even though the destination is very attractive and the people are very hospitable and the services are of good quality, if the security is not available at that particular destination, the tourist will dislike the destination and slowly it will disappear from the tourist map. So if the destination has to survive for a very long time, it has to look into the safety and security matter of the particular tourist visiting the destination. Safety and security is one of the essential part, and it should be, if the destination has to be sustainable for a long period of time, then the safety and security is a must. Without that, the particular tourism activity will not flourish. Crime against the foreign tourists were reported in many places like Delhi, Goa, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Bihar and Karnataka. If you see the data of these states, it has a lot of vital tourism destination. So more foreign tourists will be visiting these destinations at the tourism season. So when these foreign tourists or the domestic tourists, if they face any problem because of the activities of certain people, that particular destination will lose its image slowly. So we have to be very careful in dealing such image, destinations image. If it is in the negative sense, then it may lose the business. During tourist season at destination, one can find tourist police assisting the tourists. So they are there to provide certain assistance. Moreover, they will be giving a lot of guidance and they will be also ensuring the safety and security. And one must understand that when the environment is safe, tourists are safe. If the environment is not safe, then the tourists are not safe. So we have to always ensure the safety and security which is being provided by the tourist police to the tourist visiting the destination. In many states, we are having a separate tourist police department, especially the states like Delhi, the states like Goa, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh and Telangana are the states which are providing lot of services to the visiting tourists through the tourist police. Tourist police are also given with certain duties and responsibilities which has to be performed by them. Apart from providing guidance to the people visiting the particular area, they are helping to prevent the crime and they are helping in the maintenance of law and order of that particular destination. So the maintenance of law and order, the maintenance of the people safety and security, it is the part of tourist police performing duty in those destinations. So such crime prevention method, once when it is adopted, the people will understand that they are safe and secure at the destination. This will make them happy and they will be returning home very happily and they will be enjoying the tourism activities and they will be finding more satisfaction while visiting that particular destination where the safety and security factor remains a vital thing. If the safety and security is not maintained, however beautiful the destination may be, it will lose its charm as the tourist will neglect and slowly it will be wiped away from the map of the tourism. So it is very much essential, if we want to make it a continuous business attracting tourist business attracting point or destination, we have to invest much on the tourist police. So the tourist police in turn take care of the safety and security of the tourist and it will move a lot of benefit towards that particular destination. If we forget the safety and security of the tourist, slowly the people will neglect that particular destination and it will remain an unattractive destination. To ensure all crimes are reported and the registered, the tourist police, they create a lot of awareness among the tourists, especially among the foreign tourists. So, once when the foreign tourists are entering, we used to say that the tourist police services are provided in such places. Suppose if you face any problem, do not fear, do not worry for anything, you just complain the matter and you get the complaint registered along with the tourist police, so that they are assisting you in enjoying the journey further. So, if I am facing any problem in between, the tourist can very well approach the tourist police, and I can also approach the tourist police to lodge some complaint. They will be listening to me and they will be acting on those complaints, and they will be helping me to enjoy the other part of the journey. So, no need to worry about those things, because tourist police are always there for assisting the tourists at a particular destination. In case of any mishap, the tourist police will always assist the travelers to make a hassle-free travel away from that place. So, they will make an intervention in case of any problem. If the tourists want to move away from that place, they will also assist in such situation. So, the tourist police, they play a vital role in helping the tourists during the time of mishap. For example, during the Mumbai terror attack also we found the security forces, they are helping the tourists in a very grand manner, and how they are helping them out. So, because they are the people who need certain assistance during the time of troubles. So, if the particular assistance is given to them, these people, especially the tourists, they will be remembering our courtesy to a large extent, and they will be appreciating such services provided during the time of needy hour. Then, providing the emotional support to the victims, it is also the duty and responsibility of the tourist police. Suppose if I am at a destination and if I am affected by crime, then I need certain emotional support. Sometimes I may be a lonely tourist traveling to those destinations, and if I am affected, I need certain mental or moral support, which will be provided by the tourist police at the destination. Then, imparting the information to the needy tourist and giving them the exact location and about the other facilities at the destination is also the part of duties and responsibilities. So, the guidance has to be given to the tourist, especially when they are new to the destination, they will be in need of more information. So, from whom they can retrieve this information, the police, the tourist police will be assisting at information booth, they will be giving various information, and they will be guiding the tourist also. These informations are provided to the tourist free of cost. Suppose if I approach the street guide to ask certain information, they will charge the money. Suppose if I ask for the same information from the tourist police, they may be giving it free of cost. Thereby, they are helping out the common people at the destination to a larger extent. Then, tourist police should interfere in case of tourists involved in drug trafficking and consumption. So, if certain types of drugs are not supposed to be consumed, so if you keep it, or if the tourist unknowingly or knowingly if they are keeping it, they will be taken into care by the law, rules and regulation. So, sensitizing tourists regarding the law and order of the system, that is very much essential. Suppose if I am traveling to a new country or to a new place where certain rules and regulations are known to me. Moreover, the language problem will also be there. In such situation, the police will intervene and they will guide us. And moreover, if I lost my passport or any of other travel documents, I can approach the tourist police who will be helping out. So, should assist the tourist in foreign exchange also. The tourist police, they not only do all the information and other services, they also insist the travelers to approach the authorized bank and do that particular exchange with the help of the authorized bank. Otherwise, what will happen? The tourist may be cheated in case if they are approaching some agents to do the money exchange illegally. So, the tourist police will always help out the needy tourist at the destination and try to build the image of the destination, so that I will go back home and say, if I go to that particular destination, I will not face any problem, because the tourist police are always there to help us out. That will create a positive image, and it will encourage my friends and relatives to move towards that particular destination where the tourism police services are very active and they give a good quality service. Tourist police should also intervene with the immigration issues. Suppose if I am overstaying or if I am facing any problem, immediately I will be approaching the tourist police. So, in the foreign countries such systems are there, that police, they assist the tourist in a very grand manner and they help him how to come out of the trouble. So, that certain services are required exclusively by the foreign tourist, and such services can be given with the help of the tourist polices. Then restrict entrance of unlicensed tourist guidance or unauthorized agencies into the destination and places of interest. So, they will be also safeguarding the interest of the licensed guides, and they will be safeguarding the interest of the licensed or authorized agencies. Suppose if another person who is not having license and if he is trying to provide some guide services, other guides will be reporting the matter to the tourist police, and tourist police will take action against those unlicensed tourist guides or any unauthorized agent trying to make money by doing some illegal business in that particular area. Providing safety to the tourist in each and in beach destination and nearby water bodies are also an important job. Here certain photographs are kept for you, so that you can understand what sort of services is extended to the tourist at a destination by the tourist police. So, they give lot of information not only to the foreign tourists, but also to the domestic tourists, and they guide them at all levels, so that the tourists feel more comfortable to move from one place to another without facing any problem of safety and security. At present in India, the tourist police services is available only in the 14 states, as I have mentioned in the earlier slide. They guide tourists regarding the tourist need and answer their queries in general. Tourist police take care of the security needs with the special concern if needed. So, they will be intervening at each and every stage to see that the travelers are safe, that the tourists exclusively from foreign countries are enjoying the trips without worrying for their safety and security. Tourist police nature of work, it does not include the crime detection or traffic control. So, they are maintained exclusively for helping or assisting the tourism or the people involved in the tourism sector. They are not there for regular crime detection or any traffic arrangements or traffic involved duties. Then comes the communication. Communication is also a vital part of tourism, especially in the modern days, because nowadays we are using lot of equipments and technology for communicating with each other. So, the communication facilities are growing. At the same time, these communication facilities are also helping us in the expansion of tourism industry as a business and as an economic activity, because the information can be passed very easily between the tourists and their relatives in home countries. In earlier days, I have to send a letter. Nowadays, I can send a message or a text message by standing in the spot where I am, so that the people in my house, they also feel safe and secure, because here I am enjoying my trip and they no need to bother about me. So, these services are also very important. If these services are not available, especially if you are in a remote place and if you are not able to communicate with others, naturally the people in your home, they will be also unhappy. So, the non-availability of communication facility will make the tourist naturally unhappy, because he is not in a position to communicate with others at home. Communication services like post office, public call booth at the destinations are very essential. Nowadays, we are having mobile phone. Still then, we can find many ISD and STD booths which are available at the destination, because sometime my mobile operator or the SIM may not function, or there may not be any charge in that particular mobile. So, I have to depend upon these mode which were used in earlier time also. So, you can find the STD booth, and these services are also being offered even today. Even we are having the mobile, still we depend upon certain STD booth at certain situation in certain destination. And various communication devices may be needed by the tourist. So, while involving the communication business, one must try to keep the following items in his shop, so that it may be required by the tourist at various times. So, we cannot say that these equipments are outdated, now we cannot maintain these. Sometimes the tourist may be from a developing nation and he may be in need of such services or the item. For example, we have to maintain the Bluetooth device, then infrared device, then modem, network cards, then smartphone, Wi-Fi devices, then earphones, then card reader, memory card reader are some of the items. Now, for easy understanding, we have kept certain photograph of the communication which are available at that particular destination. You can see the STD booth, ISD booth. Now, also the people are depending upon it in certain cases for communicating back at home. Then comes the book shops and library. These facilities are also of very much important to be maintained at the destination. In various destinations, it is very common to see a tourist reading a book and enjoy their leisure time. Normally, the European and the Western travelers, they like to spend time alone in a leisure manner, that too with reading books. You can always find a tourist reading the book whenever he gets some free time in between the travel. While traveling also, we can find many foreigners, they are reading their books, they are carrying their books with them, and they will be always interested in looking at the books and reading them. We can find reading them in the airport lounges and in the railway station. Many small entrepreneurs start library services where novels, magazines and other periodicals are provided to the tourist on rent. Suppose if I am visiting a destination, especially when the foreign tourists they visit a destination, they try to stay there for more than a month. So, they will be visiting the nearby attraction, plus they will be spending their leisure at that particular destination by reading such books. So, they will find it difficult to purchase the book, because purchase means you need more amount. So, I am here on a leisure tour. Suppose if I want to read, I may not go for purchasing the book, rather I will try to find or locate a library where I can take a membership or rent a book for a small period of time. So, it will be more economical for me. So, the foreigners exclusively they try to sit and read in the library or take a book from the library, and they will return the book back to the library and they will be proceeding towards their hometown. So, these facilities are also very important nowadays, because the travelers they are here for the leisure and they want the recreation or entertainment as per their will and wish. Sometimes reading in a quiet and calm place, it may entertain a individual. So, the foreigners they read more once when they are alone. So, the library facilities will also be very much helpful for the tourist at a particular destination. If services are provided keeping in mind the interest and taste of the tourist, then it will become successful at the destination. So, always we have to think what sort of book will be needed by the foreign tourist. Suppose if you are keeping that book, then surely it will attract the interest of the tourist, and moreover he will become your client. He will be drawing the book for a certain period of time, he will be using it and returning it back. Here for easy understanding, certain photographs you can see how they are spending the time at various places. Exclusively the tourist, when they are alone, they will try to read and they will try to spend their leisure in a very common manner. Then comes the photography. Photography is also an important part of tourism activity. People they especially take photograph to remember that particular place or to remember that particular tourism activity for a long time in their life. So, it is very hardly to see a tourist without a camera. Nowadays mobile phone are very common, and in that mobile itself we are having the camera. So, taking photographs have become easier. In earlier days, people especially the tourists, that too the foreign tourist will carry the camera along with him. Always he will be holding the camera in his hand, so that he can click photos of various places and destinations which attract his interest. Then photographers provide most popular services to the tourist at destination, because there may be some poor tourist who cannot purchase a camera and take it all over. So, he depends upon the photographer. So, at the important spots various photographers will be available, and they will be taking or shooting the photographs, and they will be selling it to the customers at a very reasonable rates. For example, if you visit Taj Mahal, it is quite common, there are number of photographers who are interested in attracting the customer. I may be having a good camera, but I am not a professional photographer. So, once in a lifetime I am visiting Taj Mahal, so I may like to have a very good photograph along with my family members. So, I request a photographer to take the click, and he will be delivering it very easily within an half an hour or 1 hour. He will develop that particular film and he will be selling it to me back for a nominal rate. So, the photography is a very common thing, which is very common with both domestic and foreign tourists. It is not only that the foreign tourists are interested in taking the photographs, equally the domestic tourists are also very much interested in taking the photograph, either with their own camera or with the cameras which are available with the photographers. Even though they are carrying the mobile, nowadays still we are needing help of the photographers, because they are professional photographers. They take the pictures with clarity, and they know at what spot, at what particular angle they have to take this photograph, so that this photograph is very clear. Small shops selling the items required for photography is commonly found at destination. So, you cannot neglect this. Still, even the people, they are of high technology are being used, they are using high pix mobile cameras, still they will be going for the old age photographs or the equipments which needed. While providing photography related services, one must maintain the inventory of the following items, such as which the tourist may like to purchase. Even then, in the shop we should be keeping the things ready. Sometimes the foreign tourist may also hire it for a longer time duration. For example, tripod stand, camera bag, selfie stick and other equipments like lenses, film roll, battery charger, battery charging stand, camera cleaning kit, mobile charger, power bank are some of the equipments. Even though I am having these equipments, while I am preparing my journey, sometime I may forget to carry all these equipments along with me. So, at the destination I may need such equipment. So, I will be approaching those people who are selling those equipment. For some example, in certain places the people are keeping the dress material available with them. So, the particular costume, the tradition which expected the traditional wear of that particular group of people or the area I am visiting will be readily available with the photographer. Suppose if I want to take the photograph with the local costume, I can approach the photographer, he will give me the dress of the local area which reflect the culture and tradition of that local area. I can wear this dress and I can take the photograph. This is quite common in areas, especially in the hilly states, where people follow a different type of culture tradition which is visible even in their clothing. So, such services will always attract people towards that particular destination. Even though they are not coming exclusively for that, providing such services will be always helpful in maintaining the image of the destination. So, visiting a destination is a one time opportunity for me. Suppose if I get a good chance to get some photographs, I will be keeping it and maintaining it and remembering that destination every time when I see that photograph. It is a lifelong experience for me. So, I will be taking some good photographs with the help of the photographer or with the help of my own camera. So, towards the conclusion, student, we have seen the common services, especially the subsidiary services, categories and roles, in which in today's class we discuss about the tourist police. Tourist police are essential part for developing tourism at a destination, because they are very much helpful in maintaining the safety and security of the destination, which gives a lot of relief to the passengers or the travelers who are traveling for the first time. On seeing the tourist police, they gain the confidence and they feel happy because someone is there to take care of their safety and security needs. So, the presence of tourist police at a destination will always increase the morale of the tourist. As they are new to this place, they may enjoy to the fullest extent without worrying for their security and services. Second, we have dealt about the communication. Communication is also an important aspect of the tourism services, because we need to communicate many things to others from the destination. Moreover, I may go for booking a ticket, I need certain communication equipment, which is not possible without the help of communication. We cannot transmit the messages. So, the communication also plays a vital part, because these are all the small requirement of the tourist. If these services are not available, they will be unhappy. If they are unhappy, then the image of the destination will be reducing. So, to keep up the image of the destination, we need to provide all these facilities at the destination. Then we have seen about the bookshops and the library. The bookshops and the library, they help in providing the books which are in requirement of the tourist in their own languages. So, if such services are provided, they will really feel happy and they will appreciate. Then last we have seen about the photography. Photography is also a part of tourism industry, because we want to remember it. It is a one time journey for us. So, we want to remember it, means we will be taking the photos, and the photography also is an essential part of the tourism services. Thank you, student. Thank you very much.